The only thing I remember is like the hit, and then I just hear myself screaming. We both got sick again, and this time we got like really sick. Doctors saying that she doesn't have much time left, so YouTube was not really a priority. If you have any questions, please just throw them at us. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. If it is your first time here, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Cecilie Park, but you can call me Sille. Mostly I do videos with my lovely husband, Chungbin Park, but unfortunately today it's just me. You gotta have to live with it. He recently turned 30, and if you haven't already, please go and watch the video up here. So it was a big day of celebration and we really enjoyed it. Before that video, we posted a video where we have been on TV. I'm sure a lot of you guys already watched that one, but again, if not, click up here. I wanna say, if you enjoyed watching us on TV, we are gonna appear again. So stay tuned. I will put the dates and details up here so you can see and check in if you want. I think it's gonna be good. We will maybe do a reaction video again, so stay tuned. Before that, we have been gone for like 2 months almost, I think, and I'm really sorry about that, but there is an explanation why, and that explanation will come now. I had been planning to upload a lot in December. I really love December and I had a lot of content planned, but unfortunately a lot of things happened and it was just not possible. It's kind of a long story, but I'll try and make it short. Chungbin said hi, by the way. He's out trading, so so in December, we planned to go back to Denmark to my family to celebrate Christmas there. And so we did. Probably just on the other side of that gate. I hope they're here. As soon as we got to Denmark almost, we got hit by a cold, and first Chungbin was really sick. And I also got sick, but I was trying to, because I love Christmas so much, I was trying to do everything. I wanted to make Christmas cookies and, you know, prepare everything. But in the end, I also just got so sick that I had to just give myself some rest. Hey guys, I'm just back for a quick checkup. I'm still, as you probably can hear and tell, a little bit sick. This guy is luckily doing a lot better.
Hi. Well, I have been sick too, but I'm okay. But she's sick now.
Yeah, I still have something going on. So my parents, they're currently renovating, which is why we are staying down in the laundry room. This is the entrance and everything is a bit messy because we were doing a big shopping yesterday. Basically the whole kitchen is gonna be new as well. So this is the living room. They kind of expanded in there as well. And that's my parents' bedroom. So basically we're just living in a small place right now, but we have upstairs with like 3 bedrooms and a living room. So that's how we are managing. But yeah, this is like all renovation mess. That's why we are going to celebrate Christmas at my sister's place this year. I'm getting totally out of breath just by talking. There's still 3 days before Christmas, so I hope I will get better before. Luckily by Christmas 24th, we were both kind of like okay again. We had actually been planning to film our Christmas and like preparing, but because we were both so sick, we were just like couldn't really be bothered, right? So yeah, we decided to kind of postpone it a bit, I guess. But basically we had this most amazing Christmas Eve. We were there with my family, my grandmother, my uncle, and then also my sister's fiance's family was there too. So we were a lot of people, but it was so cozy. Chungbin, he didn't spend his New Year's Eve alone here, which I feel bad about. Sometimes it's just hard being like an international couple. Chungbin, he only stayed for a short amount of time because he had to come back. Their training started pretty early, so they didn't have like the longest break ever. I decided to stay in Denmark a little bit longer because again, I've been away from my family for 1 year and I was really excited to just be home and like have a good time with my family basically. So Chungbin, he went back here alone. He had his trainer license, he had to start again, and this football marketing. Basically, Chungbin, he had been very busy here. I spent New Year's Eve with my sister. Moving forward to 2024.
I was still at my parents' place, and then suddenly I was in an accident with my mom. We had been out grocery shopping, and on our way back I saw these two deer standing in the side of the road. I told my mom, oh, be careful, they're deers. Unfortunately, I think it was like in such an angle, so my mother only saw one of the deers. The deer she saw kind of stopped, but the other one continued to walk straight into our car. We ended up hitting the deer. She was very, very badly hurt. I was so happy because we didn't even realize, but the car behind us stopped, and I realized, I was like, Mom, look who it is. And it was like really good friends of the family. They were like trying to help us. A lot of cars suddenly stopped, and then there was this Norwegian guy out of nowhere suddenly with a knife. Well, good night. Both my mom and I was kind of like shocked because the car took a big hit. When everything was over, the Norwegian guy had been like taking the deer into the car. It was gonna be his dinner, I guess. My mom and I were kind of like trying to get our minds back, and then we went to the car and we tried to turn it on, and it just would not start. So we had to call someone to come and pick it up. Next day, I think my mom and I were both still in shock, and we hadn't really been like processing what happened. In the morning, I think everything was just more clear. I don't know, suddenly my mom and I were just hugging each other and crying, and it was so hard for me to see an animal suffer like that, but luckily we finished it as quick as we could. I think it took me like a couple of weeks before I was like totally normal in my head again after that. The only thing I remember is like the hit, and then I just hear myself screaming. Basically, the rest of the weeks I was in Denmark was trying to find a new car. That was what we did. Like, my mom had been taking off an entire week to just have fun with me, and then it all just ended up in like tears and cars. Yeah, it was rough. But then I came back to France, and I was so happy to see Jongbin again, obviously. If you asked him, he had been suffering a lot, like being alone. It's not something he's used to anymore. But then we both got sick again. And this time we got like really, really sick. And it seemed like everyone around us was just getting sick. First, Jongbin was sick for like 1 week, really bad. And I was like, maybe I'm not gonna catch it. But then, boom, I was sick. And I was in bed, and I was having a lot of fever, just like Jongbin had. While being sick, having so much fever, I got this phone call from my mom saying that my grandmother, who had just been turning 94 years old, has always been very fresh and never like nothing. They received a call from the nursing home she was staying at. She was not doing well. All within 1 day, she was just really, really bad. And they received a phone call from a doctor saying that she doesn't have much time left. It all happened in just 1 day, and then she was not here anymore, which was so unreal. Obviously it was hard, and again I needed a little time to recover, so YouTube was not really a priority. So I guess this is my Christmas vlog, telling where we have been and why we haven't been uploading. So this is just like the short version of our story and what happened in December. And yeah, I just wanted the opportunity to show you guys what we have been up to and how we celebrated our Christmas. We're back on YouTube, and I hope I can make many more good videos for you now. Also, I know we have so many new subscribers here, so thank you guys so much for supporting. Thank you. Because we've gotten so many new subscribers, I'm thinking maybe doing a Q&A. So if you have any questions whatsoever for me, Jongbin, or even Latte, please just throw them at us and we will reply as many as possible. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!